Bishop Michael Olson of the Catholic Diocese of Fort Worth says President Trump's recent comments about Pope Leo were disrespectful and disappointing. The president called the first American pope weak for calling for peace in the Middle East and for criticizing the U.S.-Israel war against Iran. Fox 4's Vania Castillo spoke to Bishop Olson about what's going on, and she joins us now. Vania.
Hi, Heather. Yeah, in recent days, we've seen some rare steps of Catholic leaders making comments on the president's actions on social media. Well, today I sat down with one of them, the Bishop for Fort Worth.
What was the moment that you were like, wait, I need to say something?
Well, to be honest with you, I was shocked at the meme that he put out depicting himself as Jesus.
Bishop Michael Olson of the Diocese of Fort Worth is talking about this AI image President Trump posted, appearing to show himself as Jesus Christ healing the sick. The post was later deleted after the president said it was supposed to show something else.
I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor and had to do with the Red Cross.
I think it is blasphemous, and it shows a flippancy and a casual disposition towards what's really essential and important about our relationship with God and with each other as believers, and God will not be mocked. And I think that especially requires a sense of apology for even doing that accidentally.
Bishop Olson issued a statement late Monday demanding the president apologize to the Pope and Catholics. In a recent week, Pope Leo has criticized the war with Iran, including calling the president's threats to destroy an entire civilization, quote, truly unacceptable. Then Sunday night, in a lengthy post on Truth Social, President Trump called the Pope weak on crime and a captive of the radical left.
I think he's neither of those things, and I don't know why the President of the United States would personally attack the Holy Father.
Are you concerned at all that some people might take, this statement as the church taking a political side?
Oh, people are going to construe things as they choose to construe them, but I think I'm very clear that this is not a political statement. I've called for prayer and do pray for the president, for the Holy Father, and for an end to war. Can't get more religious or spiritual than that.
What do you have to say to Catholics who are right now, maybe at odds with their faith and their political ideologies after, everything that the president has been saying about the Pope?
The only thing that will help Catholics out, helps all of us, is grace, and to rely on God's grace.
Have you heard it all from the White House?
Oh, no.
Well, Bishop Olson says he's not the only one issuing statements asking for an apology and expects even more bishops to come out in the coming days.